Hi, it's February 1st, 2025, week 4 of my Zepbound journey, aided by the diet of Optavia. So it's been a really interesting week this week, very unexpected, and I'll explain why when we get into the stats. And I also want to talk a little bit about why the stats don't tell the full story. So with that, let's look at the stats. This week I lost less than a pound overall, and I have to admit that's pretty disappointing. I'm really scratching my head trying to figure out why I'm not losing as much weight on Zepbound as I did with just Medifast alone, which I did 6 years ago. Percentage wise, about 6 years ago when I did Medifast, I lost almost 23 pounds in the first month. Now, granted, my starting weight was heavier than this time around, but that was about 8% of my starting weight. Now, this time around, I've lost only 11.2 pounds, which is only about 4% of my weight. Now, again, less weight, but I don't know. I just feel feeling logic. I don't think that makes sense, but maybe logically thinking, I would have lost 6% of my weight. I would have lost more than a pound this week. Don't know. Pretty disappointing, but if you look at the chart, it's been a wild ride. And let me go through a bit day by day here. On Monday, I didn't lose any weight, even though the day before I walked 5,000 steps in the evening. I even did my normal bike routine for 30 minutes. That's the recumbent indoor bike. My caloric intake was a little higher than usual on the weekend, and I wasn't strictly on Optavia over the weekend, but still no weight loss, which is okay. I go, all right. But I'm thinking that maybe because of the weekend, the different type of food I ate, again, that famous bacon and cheese sandwich I keep talking about, or other type of meals, but even keep my caloric intake low might make a difference. Then on Tuesday, I dropped almost 2 pounds down to 244.8 pounds, and I thought, finally, I'm heading in the right direction. No, 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 no. On Wednesday morning, I was almost a pound up, back to 245.6 pounds. Now, I was working in the office on Tuesday and working from home on Monday. So that theory I mentioned before about working from home and working at the office that makes a difference on how much weight I would lose. It doesn't seem to correlate. Doesn't seem to make any difference. After that, I gained about zero point 0.1 pounds, and then towards the end of the week on Thursday, Friday morning, woke up and gained almost 2 pounds, which is just bizarre. When I saw that number, 247.2 on the scale, I literally yelled, "What the F?" And I just do not understand what's going on this week. Now you can see, now going back to today, I lost a pound roughly, and heading again, I hope, in the right direction. So what could be happening here? Well, I'm not really quite sure. The only thing I know is that around Wednesday, I started feeling hungry in the afternoons. I didn't increase any type of food. I kept my caloric intake around the same level, but I got the feeling that maybe the medication is wearing off, and maybe because it's wearing off earlier. This is again my fourth week on 2.5 milligrams. Maybe that's having an impact on my metabolism. So I thought I would check with ChatGPT. And here's what ChatGPT says, quote, it could have hormonal and fluid shifts. So Zepbound affects the insulin levels and fluid balance. As it wears off, your balance might temporarily retain more water or store more glycogen, I would say, which can cause short-term weight gain. And number two, slower digestion rebound. Zepbound slows gastric emptying, so when it wears off, digestion might speed up slightly, affecting how much food or water are retained. So that might be it. That's ChatGPT. I haven't asked my doctor. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully this week is a bit of an anomaly. Um, but let's see. Let's go back to the stats real quickly to finish up. As for my BMI, you can see it just follows the weight, the roller coaster up and down. Body fat percentage is a bit more stable overall, but really weird that's trending upward on the last days, even though I kind of lost weight. So maybe that's a lagging indicator. And the only good stat is, and maybe it's actually a little bit scary, my blood pressure is down to 99 over 80. Don't know why the 80 isn't going to, the lower number isn't going down as much, but the upper number has, which I think I'm still in the safe range. I hope it's not a sign of something else. So as I mentioned before, I believe my dosage has gone up with Zepbound from 2.5 milligrams to 5 milligrams. So I did pull my injection one day early, and I'm going to do these on Thursdays from now on because I find that Friday afternoon work starts to wind down and it gets a little bit more enticing to snack on something to kind of make the day go a little bit faster. And on the weekends, again, I'm around food all the time. I'm at home, and it's easier just to grab something. So I wanted to make sure Fridays and the weekends I have a little bit more control, supported by the Zepbound medication, on any kind of snacking that I might be enticed to do. So after the dosage Thursday night, I took it around 6, 7 o'clock. I noticed around 9, 10 o'clock, my stomach started to get a little bit upset. And all through the night into the morning, I woke up several times just feeling like I don't nausea. Didn't think I was going to throw up to that point. I just like if you got a lot of gas or something, it just I had that feeling before when I was doing Zepbound. It just feels like the stomach is just a lot of acid or something. It just doesn't feel right. It feels upset. So I woke up several times in the Friday morning. So Friday day, I was really not with it. Lack of sleep, stomach is still upset. I did my work the best I could, but I found myself kind of distracted from just the overall feeling kind of yucky on Friday. So maybe it wasn't a good thing to pull it a day earlier. I'm still going to keep it on Thursdays. Let's see. And then last night and until this morning, and even now, the upsetness has calmed down a bit, but it's still there. So what's the good news out of all this? It's been a crappy week. Again, I look at the stats here, and it's like, why am I doing this for nothing? I am doing it for something. I do notice that finally this week, I started to feel my clothes feeling looser. The pants are feeling quite loose. I feel like I'm in my pants are kind of like those MC Hammer baggy pants, where he's dancing around. And then actually, if you look at it, it does look a bit, my pants do look a bit baggy on me. They feel baggy. Um, and the my jacket that I wear, it's winter time here, even in Arizona, it's still a little chilly in the morning. I feel like it feels looser. It's not as snug as it used to be, along with my shirt. So I am feeling and seeing the difference, especially now in week 4. Even though I haven't lost a lot more, I feel like I can see that I've lost weight, which is a good thing. Now, probably should have measured my waist to start out on this, but didn't want to add another statistic on this. But believe me, when I look at my pants, again, it's kind of the MC Hammer effect. Looks baggy, and I feel it. I'm actually notching the belt up quite a bit. So that's a good thing. So hopefully those non-numerical stats will give you some type of positive influence to continue, even though this week, one of your weeks may not be the greatest. So that's it for me. And going forward, because I don't think I'm going to have a lot much new to report to you other than just weight loss. And I think the weight loss is going to be a pound or two a week. Let's hope it's a little bit more than a pound. Hopefully it's two, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. And the side effects and stuff are probably going to be the same. Experience going to be the same. I'm not going to do a week by week video on this. I'll do it monthly from now on and sum up what I experienced during that month. I think it'll be easier to see how much Zepbound is improving my overall weight and my overall fat percentage and overall health. So I'll see you in about a month, and thanks for watching as always. If you're having a similar journey and you feel free to share your experiences, please do that in the comments below. See you soon.